Hello babes, welcome back to the channel. If you are new, welcome. So I know my content is normally about fashion, music, and movie breakdowns, but the current climate as it pertains to hairstylists is something that I just have to speak on, especially when it comes to how our own people treat us. So let's get into it. In the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and even before that, a black woman getting her hair done in the hair salon was an experience that was unmatched. Women would give each other advice, catch up on the latest TV shows, de-stress from work, home life, or just the everyday stress of the world. You could sit back, relax, and know that you were in good hands when it came to your hair. The stylists were licensed, and I remember as a child, in order to work in a hair salon and be hired, you had to have a license. They didn't care how good you were at doing hair because they wanted to ensure their clients were getting someone who knew what they were doing. You would sift through hair magazines, and the aroma of hot combs, oil sheen, spritz, black hair gel, and motions would fill the salon. You just knew your hairstylist was about to hook you up. You wanted some Missy Elliott waves? Done. The Holly cut? Done. Oh, you want layers and the Alia swoop? Done. You didn't mind waiting because you would socialize with the beauticians and other clients, have therapy sessions, get advice, discuss what your children were up to, and feel lighter and like your absolute best self after you left, with of course looking your best as well. As a child, you would sit in the salon with your mother and want the hairstyles you saw women sporting and couldn't wait to get old enough to pick a number or a letter out of the hair magazine to do. The hairstylists were professional, and whatever hairdo you got, your hair was bound to look immaculate. There were shortcuts, long braids, wigs, weaves, extensions, you name it, and black women had it and were killing it. But fast forward 20 years later, and things have changed drastically. In the world of TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and other social media platforms, you have everything at your fingertips. You want to learn to do your hair, nails, or maybe you want to learn how to landscape or start interior design? You name it, and social media is there for you. And like many have noticed, it's a gift and a curse. For the past few years, women have gone on these apps and found some of the most skillful women. They can give you a 20-inch lace front, a quick weave, the bounciest, silkiest silk press you ever had, and the best knotless boho braids, but all with a price, of course. Those waist-length boho braids with the crisp parts will only cost you $650. Oh, and don't forget, you must leave a 10% deposit of whatever you're getting. Oh, and wait, don't show up 5 minutes late because that is inexcusable, and you will be charged, or your appointment will be canceled, and they will keep the deposit. Or worse, charge you for the entire amount. You have 4C hair? The price just went up.
Price went up. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Thick hair? An extra charge. Oh, you want your hair to be washed?
How dare you?
You better come with your hair washed, blow-dried, sectioned, and be on time before the stylist while they take their sweet time and run late, but don't deduct that from your bill. Now, I am someone who doesn't mind paying someone for their service. I believe if you are providing me with a quality service and experience, then I have no problem paying and tipping you. And I'll even buy you something to eat, because I know it's a lot of work in standing on your feet for hours, providing a service, sometimes neglecting your own self, and even when you aren't always feeling your best, you show up because you love what you do. However, some hairstylists have gotten so comfortable with charging prices that don't match the service you're receiving.
Why does being a black girl trying to get your hair done oftentimes have to be such a traumatic, disrespectful, horrible, and just downright frustrating experience?
Y'all, look at my fucking head. When she was blow drying my hair, she took the blow dryer from the root and went down. Like, she was just doing it real rough. When she was combing my hair, she used the skinniest tooth combing from the root down. Like, this is supposed to be a protective style.
I'm suing this hairstylist for my deposit back after she overslept during my appointment time.
This looks nothing like the inspo picture. Like, bro, I'm screaming. Like,
why do you think we're having such negative experiences with salons that are within our community? There has to be a reason, because it's getting worse, and we have to find a way to nip it in the bud, because every time someone, including me, has a negative experience at a hair salon, you know what we do? We go to a shop, we buy something, and we do it ourselves at home. I also know there's stylists out there having an equally traumatic experience, so I'm just trying to work out how we fix this. Otherwise, the landscape of black hairdressing will never be the same.
Now, I am someone who has been doing my nails and hair for years. I stopped going to the nail salon when I calculated how much money I was spending every 2 weeks and began saving that money. And you would be surprised at the amount of money you save when you start doing something yourself. I learned how to do my hair at a very young age because, although not tender-headed, I didn't like the feeling of the bobos busting me upside my head. And I wanted to try different hairstyles. But when I wanted braids, my mother would take me to get my hair braided. However, not frequently because of how harsh it could be on the edges if done too many times. Now we have hairstylists who have lost what it means to be an actual stylist. So as many of you know, and if you aren't aware, I am from New York. And back in the 90s, 2000s, going to the Dominicans to get a washing set or blowout was extremely popular. Your set would last you about 2 weeks until it was time to go back again, and they kept your hair looking beautiful and healthy. They used excellent products and poured love into your hair. So with that being said, I hadn't gone for a few years because I had gone completely natural and wanted to see my curls flourish, and was tired of getting that pain that hits your scalp all the way down to your toes from the heat being so high in order to get your hair silky straight. So about 6 years ago, I go to get my hair done at the Dominican hair salon that I had been to before and never had an issue with. But this particular time, I go to get my hair washed by a different beautician because the lady I normally go to had a few clients. And I am normally very particular about who touches my hair because some people don't have the best intentions. But I just gotten off work and was like, I need my hair done. So thought, what's the harm in her just washing my hair? Because that was all she was doing, was going to be washing my hair. After I get my hair washed, I go to the lady who always blow dries, flat irons, rolls, and sets my hair. Like always, it's beautiful and bouncy after I leave the hair salon. So fast forward about 2 weeks later, I go to wash my hair and I'm smelling chemicals like perm. And I'm like, there is no way. Maybe it's just because my hair was flattened and it's coming from the heat protectant. While I'm washing my hair is coming out. This lady put perm in the conditioner and used it in my hair. And I wasn't aware that this was a thing until I began my research. And when I tell y'all I cried, I almost went to the hair salon to put my hands on this girl because I had gotten my hair back so healthy and long from years of bleaching and trying out different styles with my hair. My mother and boyfriend had to calm me down because of how enraged I was. I mean, to betray your client's trust and to put something in their hair without their permission or without knowing if they could have an allergic reaction was disgusting and absurd. And what type of twisted human being are you to go and put something in someone's hair without their permission? Like the unmitigated gall of it all. And it took me about 2.5 years to get my hair back right with aloe, tea tree, castor oil, and multiple products and basically baby in my hair. But that was one of the worst experiences I've ever had at a hair salon. Fast forward to this year, I say I have to get over the fear of someone else doing my hair aside from me, because there are so many talented stylists out here who are pros and specialize in black hair. Now, I normally do my own braids, but y'all, working and creating content and then being in school, it just takes up so much time. And I take so many breaks that Braids that would normally take me 3 hours to do would take me 10. So I go on Instagram and start looking for braiders who specialize not only in just braiding your hair, but hair health, because damaging your hair for a temporary style is just not worth it to me. I find one and go to her booking info, and her price for medium knotless boho braids are $600 for elbow length. Now listen, as I've stated before, I pay for service and think that if you are an expert at what you do, then you should be paid for that. But in what world does elbow length braids qualify to be $600? $600 without a wash?
You done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
Now, I know I've been doing my hair for a while, but when did prices jump like this? And I understand inflation, we all have to deal with inflation, but that's not the reason for these Beyonce ticket hair prices.
I seen this girl post that says support black businesses and stuff like that. I do hair and she's local around here. So I'm like, okay, her hair is pretty good. Let me go ahead and try to book with her. When I tell y'all, I went on her website and it's so effing ridiculous, y'all. Let me read y'all some of her rules, regulations, and fees on this page. Are y'all ready? So first of all, it's $100 for the deposit, which is okay. Cash only for the appointments, that's also okay. But one of the ridiculous parts is that it's a $10 late fee every minute that you are late, up to 15 minutes. Yeah, I said it right. I had to go back and relook at it. $10 each minute that you are late. And you will be charged that even if she cancels the appointment. If you don't pay it, she will take legal action against you. That's what it says on there. Hair drop off. You can drop your wig off at noon, but anything after noon, you will be charged a $75 fee. Right. Okay, let's get to our prices. You got a traditional sew-in for $350. A sleek ponytail for $400. Yeah, $400. Hair not included. And if you come not silk pressed and she has to silk press your hair, then you will also be charged an additional $50. A frontal ponytail is $300. Frontal wig maintenance. That means she's reapplying your frontal. If you don't come with the adhesive removed from your forehead and your wig, you will be charged $100 each. And she has in parentheses $100 for the glue to be removed off your forehead and the glue to be removed off of your wig. You have the closure wig install for $300, frontal wig install for $400, and then tape ins for $500. Hair not included. She makes sure she put that in parentheses too. If you bring a friend, that's $75 because she's saying she has to make room and space for everything. So it's $75 each person, additional person that you bring. On top of that, it's $75 for 18 and up. But if it's 17 on down, it's $100. All right, now time for breaks. She's saying if you break, that's $5 extra. And then if you move, she'll give you three hair touches, like when you touch your hair to see how much you got left, or some hair touches. Then you get 3 freebies. Anything after that is $10 extra. I know, the nerve of these fucking hairstylists. I was like, girl, your work ain't even that good to be charging this. Like, it's okay, but it's not that good.
A lot of these hairstylists are charging these prices for us to pay for their high-rise apartments, luxury vacations, their expensive wardrobe, and for their luxury cars. I also wanted to add how it seems as though a lot of these hairstylists just don't like their black clientele and project their self-hate onto their black clients, which is why they have so many rules when it comes to black hair, because they don't even like dealing with their own hair and still hold the ignorant mindset like you can't wear braids for your birthday or your natural hair because it's quote unquote ghetto, or you're broke because you don't have a lace front and 30 packs of bundles in your hair, or that you need to flat iron and blow dry your hair in order for me to braid your hair and for it to be quote unquote manageable. But like the nail business, they know black women bring in a lot of money to these businesses. However, they don't mind treating you like they're doing you some kind of favor, because they have no respect for you. And quiet as it's kept, some black women, don't like their fellow black women, and a lot of women don't like women in general and put up fake phony facades on social media to get followers and attention, and in real life they're actually mean girls. Stop letting people mistreat you just because they're good at what they do or have done work on a celebrity. That doesn't give them the right to treat you horribly or treat you some kind of way. And celebrities are just like you, humans. They're not God, so yeah. Now, the most I'd pay for knotless braids is $350 unless they're past my waist, and then I could understand the price being high because it's a lot of time. But for something that's touching my elbow and it will only take you about 3 to 4 hours, Why are you charging obnoxious prices and then you have no license? You don't understand hair or different hair textures and are telling girls who have thicker, coarse hair that they need to flat iron it. Why? A protective style is just that, to protect. Why would someone blow dry, flat iron, and then get braids that will put tension on their hair? That makes zero sense. The inflation argument, it makes sense, but at the same time, it doesn't. Because it's not like you're charging a little more, you're charging over and beyond. I'm not saying keep the price the same because that's not logical and the cost of things have definitely gone up. However, a $75 silk press being $300 is out of line. Then you want to put your client's face all on camera without their permission, not always, but a lot of times, and use them to promote your business, but won't knock the price down for them being put on camera. No one is obligated to pose and take pictures and videos for you. No one is obligated to be your source of promotion. And I get it, you need to promote your business, but get permission from people who want to be on camera. You never know why a woman doesn't want to be filmed and could be a DV survivor, but you have such a sense of entitlement that you don't care. Then you have hairstylists who have these nasty, disgusting attitudes and who aren't gentle with your hair. They're just there to make money and fund their dream lifestyles, and they want to be like the Instagram models and influencers. They want the same attention and notoriety, and it's like so many hairstylists just want to be famous and want to be the center of attention, and of course not all. But in this day and age, it's so hard to find a hairstylist who is not only licensed but loves what they do and have a care for their clients and isn't looking at them as just money walking in the door. And this isn't to bash hairstylists, but it's been so hard finding a hairstylist who is good at what they do and love what they do. And the ones who did our hair when we were younger have retired. There is no more professionalism, and some hairstylists feel too comfortable treating their black clients a certain way because of familiarity and forget that you're a paying customer and not one of their little friends. And a lot believe that if you're black, then you should take the disrespect. But that's not how this works, and you wouldn't do it to others, so why do you think you can do it to fellow black women? And I'm all here for supporting black businesses and supporting black women who are doing their thing. But what I won't support and what I won't tolerate is putting my money in the hands of someone who has no professionalism, has no manners, is rude, and doesn't care about their clients just to say that I supported a black business. I just feel like that's backwards, because why are we allowing ourselves to be mistreated for something that we're not even getting for free? We're paying for the service. So I'm paying for something and you want to be rude? I don't think so. And you don't get to tell people how to feel when it comes to hairstylists, because I have seen some hairstylists try to argue back and forth. But if you're not one of those hairstylists, why are you offended? I do think that there are some good hairstylists out there. I've just been seeing more negative experiences than positive experiences with these new hairstylists. But I will say that there are some good hairstylists who, of course, love their clients and love doing hair and providing a service. But it's honestly so hard to find because of all of these new hairstylists who seem to be drowning out the good stylists. And with that being said, this video has come to an end. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Also, let me know below what are some of your experiences with some of these new hairstylists today. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Oh, and make sure your notification bells are turned on. See ya!